Hi, this is Tanner. Welcome back to another episode of the 2021 NFL Prediction Series on the Man to Man Coach Podcast YouTube channel. Today I'm joined with my good friend and co-host Mason. Mason, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Speaking of good, we did pretty good in the predictions. We went 9-5, I think again. That's just kind of our the record we go every week, it seems like. A couple pretty fun games there. That Monday night was really fun. The Patriots Bills and like the crazy weather. A lot of fun ones. Washington Raiders was pretty neat. Eagles Jets was nice. Lions get their first win the week we don't predict them, they win. So congrats, Lions fans. But we go into week 14, which honestly I think has some of the better games here in this AFC versus NFC column. So we're gonna start off with the Steelers and the Vikings, two teams in Pittsburgh and Minnesota who have been very opposite. Steelers have a great defense. Vikings have a great offense. Steelers have an underwhelming offense. Vikings have an underwhelming defense. Very much opposites. Mason, who do you have in this game? Because I'm leaning Minnesota, but I don't know. I could see the Steelers, Mike Tomlin kind of getting a win. Where do you land on this one?
Yeah, I know this is like the two teams of inconsistency, so it's kind of hard. But probably gonna go with the Vikings here just because I think I trust them a little bit more in terms of their talent wise, even though they just lost to the 0-10 Lions. But and, anything can happen in the NFL. But I definitely think Jefferson's gonna smoke that secondary this week.
Yeah, I mean the Pittsburgh pass rush is good. The Vikings line's been nice. Minnesota is really great attacking the secondary, and I think the Steelers have struggled there a bit. I think it'll be close. I could see the Vikings winning 27-21,
Mhm.
something like that. Um, Saints Jets. I honestly think the Jets win. I think New York beats New Orleans. I think the Jets are getting better. I think I trust Zach Wilson more than the quarterback situation there. Seahawks Texans. I think Seattle obviously wins. Not a lot to say there, and then Detroit, Denver, Lions, do they make it two in a row? No, I think the Broncos defense powers through. But what do you think of these three? Because I don't know. I could see the Jets winning at home.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, I definitely. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. The Jets have been playing a little bit better as the year's gone along. The Saints have been kind of the opposite, playing a lot worse, especially with their quarterback situation. That they either have Trevor Simeon or Taysom Hill playing, which is a recipe for disaster. So I definitely could see the Jets playing out. Seahawks, no question about that. Houston has been absolutely horrible. And I think they should be. I think they need a tank for that high pick. And then Denver, Detroit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the Cinderella story with Detroit winning a game, but for being realistic, Detroit's defense is probably going to put a clobbering on Jared Goff. And honestly, Patrick Surtain's been playing really good this entire year, but the past like 3 weeks, he's been like elite. He's been phenomenal. I don't think a lot of people talk about that. He's been absolutely going crazy. Definitely making a late push for defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I do think that, I like the Lions offense at times, but I don't know, I think the Broncos match up very well kind of against the ground game and someone like TJ
Hmm.
Hawkinson. They really limited Travis Kelce. Giants Chargers, Keenan Allen's out. So I do think there's a potential upset at times, but the Giants offense is just abysmal. I mean, it is. So I think LA beats New York. I don't think it's too close. I think it's kind of a messy game. I think Justin Herbert, though, is playing very well. And then 49ers Bengals, San Francisco and Cincinnati, two teams who are kind of rising up here. Who do you have in this one? Because I don't know. I'm leaning towards Cincinnati. I kind of like them at home. I think that their defense, I don't know. I think I just kind of trust them more. I trust Joe Burrow rather than Jimmy Garoppolo. That's kind of what it comes down to, is I
Hmm.
trust Joe Burrow more than Jimmy G. But I don't know. Who do you think wins?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think this is the hardest game to predict because you don't know which team is going to come out for each of these sides. Because like the 49ers the past couple weeks have been playing good, then against Seattle they kind of like fell asleep, and then the Bengals one week they're blowing out a team, and the next week they're getting blown out. So it's just really confusing. But I don't know. I think the Bengals. I think what they've shown me this year is that they really aren't bad in back-to-back weeks. It's usually like every other week. So I think they come out and probably get the win, while the 49ers have shown me that they've been bad multiple weeks in a row. So I'll probably take the Bengals in this situation.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game though, something like 33-30. I think it'll be a really fun, high scoring game. I think this game has a lot of playoff implications for both teams because both teams are kind of in that mix. And then Mason, We got the game of the week. We got Tanner's game of the week. I think this will be your game of the week too. We got the Buffalo Bills against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was almost a Super Bowl game last season. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a really great game. Even though the Bills are regressing, I think that when I first saw this game on the schedule this year, I was really hyped. I'm still excited. I think the hype's gone down, but here's the thing. The Buccaneers secondaries has some issues, and the Bills are good at passing. So I think it'll be a close game. And Buffalo, I know they're slumping. I feel like that part of me wants to give them the win, but this team is just so one-dimensional on offense. They don't run the ball, and Tampa Bay with that defensive coaching staff, Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles, sooner or later they're gonna realize how to shut down Josh Allen. I think they win barely. I think this is like a field goal game. I think this is kind of a last second win by Tom Brady and the Bucks at home. He's used to being the Bills when he was a Patriot. I think he does it here, but I think it'll be a really good game.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely see Tampa Bay winning this one just because Tom Brady really has a lot of experience playing in that division, especially against the Buffalo Bills. He's dominated them his entire career, so I don't really see how that would stop. I think the Bills are going to put up a fight, though. I think it's going to be a really close game. Probably a last second game, field goal deciding situation. I could see Buffalo pulling it out if Devin Singletary gets going, but he's only done that like once or twice this year, so I really don't want to bet on that, especially against this Buccaneers elite run defense. So definitely like what you said. I think Josh Allen's probably gonna have a massive game. I think he's probably gonna have like 400 yards passing, probably 3 touchdowns, but I don't think it'll be enough to upset a red hot Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the Bills pulling about upset, but against this Buccaneers team, I just don't see if that defense. I think this game will kind of start off slow. I think it'll be kind of something like maybe 6 to, I don't know, 14 and a half. And I think it'll get really close in the second half. I hope it's a good game because I think this Bills Buccaneers game is like, I think could be one of the better games of the season. Alrighty. Dallas, Washington here in the NFC column, Mason. Washington, they're kind of getting some hype here. Dallas is falling a bit. Who do you have?
Probably upset of the week. I have Washington. I think they've been playing really good. These past couple weeks, they're making a push for the playoffs. And the Cowboys, I mean, they've been playing too bad, but they haven't been playing like as good as they were at the beginning of the year. And even in that Saints win, I mean, it was a win, but I feel like it wasn't like an impressive win against a team they probably should have like destroyed. Because Taysom Hill had throw 4 interceptions, and the game was still like only a 10-point game for majority of it. And I think Washington has been really good. Taylor Heineke has been playing pretty great football. Logan Thomas is out, which is unfortunate, but Antonio Gibson's been solid. But I don't know. I think this team is really taking a big leap, and I think they're going to pull off the upset this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I could see at home. I think Dallas has been playing well. I think that the regression is a bit overstated at times, but it's definitely something to know. Taylor Heinicke, he's played very well. He's kind of made those big time plays, and I think that'll happen here. Falcons, Panthers. I mean, Panthers are just terrible. I mean, they're just not good. I don't think there's. Do you have anything else to say, Mason? Hopefully Kyle Pitts actually gets used to the Falcons.
No, I definitely think the Falcons are going to pull away with this win, especially with how the Panthers have been playing and Cam Newton's play. Definitely going to go Falcons.
Yeah, that Cam Newton experiment came and went. I don't know, unfortunate to see. Sunday night Packers, Bears, Green Bay. I mean, I don't think there's a ton to say. Do
I
you have
mean,
any
they're gonna. I mean,
uh
they're gonna get Jair Alexander back too, possibly. So that's just gonna be even more trouble for the Bears team. So definitely the Packers winning.
that'd be something Chicago won. We've seen some upsets in the NFC North, so we'll see. But I think Green Bay wins. And then Mason, the Cardinals fan here. How do you think about this Monday night game? Personally, I could think it's a trap game. I could see LA kind of winning. They're getting some momentum. Arizona, I don't know. I feel like them sweeping the Rams. I don't know if they're up to it. How do you see this game?
Yeah, no, divisional games are always kind of weird, and it'd be pretty weird if like the Cardinals went 6-0 in the division this year. So I kind of feel like the Rams are gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be pretty close throughout the entire thing. I think the Rams are gonna be pretty mad about that Week 4 game where they absolutely killed them. Um, but yeah, I think the Rams pull out and get the dub.
Yeah, I just think that it kind of comes down to divisional stuff and the matchup. I think that the Cardinals secondary was really good against the Bears, but against LA, I don't know. I think Matt Stafford, OBJ, everyone's getting to a rhythm. AFC column here. Ravens, Browns. I think the Ravens bounce back and win. I think it's kind of a messy game, but I think they get it done. I don't see them losing back to back. Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs win. I don't think there's a ton to say there. Raiders just don't have the defense, and I don't trust Derek Carr and then the Titans. I don't think there's anything else to say. What do you think about these three games?
No, yeah, I definitely think Ravens come back with vengeance. Chiefs gonna dominate the Raiders, and then yeah, Jacksonville doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, and the Jaguars have been terrible. I don't think people have talked about that enough. It's just so bad. But that'll do it, everyone, for this week of football. Let me all think in the comments below. Mason, what are your top three games of the week if you had to rank them?
Definitely Buffalo, Tampa Bay 1. Then that Monday night game, Rams, Cardinals 2. And then my third one, um, honestly, probably San Francisco. Cincinnati is my third.
Yeah, I would go Bills, Buccaneers one. I would go 49ers, Bengals two. And then I think my third one's actually gonna be that Steelers Vikings game. I think it's gonna be a lot of great games. Hope you all enjoy watching. And until then, everyone, take care.